Okay. Cool. I should be live on YouTube now and the rest of them as well. Yeah, my bad. A little bit late today, but we're still here. That's what matters. The fact we still showed up. Not gonna lie, we had a pretty tiring day, to be honest. Had work. As soon as I get home from work, straight into bag work. I did overextend on the bag work. I was only meant to do like 20-30 minutes. I ended up going in for like an hour. And I liked it though, it was good. We did do 60 last week, but it's only one session in, so we have to make sure we can actually consistently do it. We need to aim for 12. Try at 13. That 13 is not too bad at all, and for the fact that we did it controlled as well, we didn't just do 13, which is higher than what we did last week, more controlled as well, because I think last week it was a little bit more, okay, I'm gonna say fully momentum based, because now I'm just crediting what I did last week, because it was actually decent last week, but there's more momentum involved last week compared to this week, so I think it's a better improvement there. This is only the start, so we'll see how this session actually treats us, because we might fatigue pretty quick thereafter. So I guess we'll have to see. But no, not too bad. I'm not gonna lie, that is chill. And it feels good as well, like definitely I'm feeling it where I'm meant to. So that is also always good. Yeah, the knuckles are really like blistering up. Because obviously I do my bag work barehanded. I don't use gloves or anything like that, and so it is obviously barehanded, but since it is that way, definitely a lot more prone to a lot more pain and stuff when I'm mostly hitting, but that's the whole point, to make those micro fractures in the bone so that they recover stronger. Because the thing is, the worst part about being able to fight is that if you're able to fight but you can't hit anyone, because if you hit someone and then you break your hand in the process, what's really the point? Like, maybe you can do a decent amount of damage to them, but if you break your hand, you've lost your best weapon, or one of your best weapons right there, So it is kind of dumb if you can fight but then you break your hand in the process trying to do something. Because the thing is, if this is what happens to my hand versus a bag, obviously a bone is way more dense, way more lethal if you actually make contact with it. So yeah, you know, obviously it can end in some pretty unpretty scenarios there. So obviously you got to strengthen that up. Obviously the plan is obviously to never like actually have to hit anyone, but if it does come down to it, you don't want to be underprepared, you know. Oh, put me back. We went over target anyways, so we're good. Gotta drop and go straight back. Oh shit. Couldn't do much more than 3 extra there, but it is alright. It's not the end of the world. Still decent. You know, it would have been a real cause for concern if I wasn't able to do stuff I was just able to do last week, you know? Anyways, let me know how you guys' night is going. If it is even night, it might not be. Some people, maybe afternoon or something like that. Depends where you're around the world, but for here, obviously, it's like, I mean, the thing is, you call it night, but technically it's morning. You know, it's like, I don't know, probably like 3 a.m. or something like that. You might call it night. I think it's because of obviously the fact it's obviously dark at that time. Technically it's morning. You know, the day's just starting. But anyways, we've got more biceps to do. We are gonna go hit it now. Weighted curls. Again, as I said before, in multiple other streams, this is my least favorite exercise upon everything I do. Literally the least favorite one of every single one. So just have to get it over with, you know. Push past. So, man, really janky today, huh? Anyways, we're up to the 30, but I don't know where the dumbbells actually are. Of course, I spy my little eye of this crap. Spot the fucking imposter if you saw that. They do look out of place on with all the other dumbbells that are in the bottom row, like with the 40s and all that sort of stuff. So it does look kind of funny. Even though the thing is, 30 is nothing to scoff at. 30 is still a weight a lot of people can't do, you know? There's obviously, you know, 40 is obviously higher, you know, 50 is higher. So it's just gonna look bigger, but, you know, compare a 30 to a 20, you know, same shit's gonna happen. Mad. I'm not liking these songs, you know. Something better would be nice. We'll go with that. Okay. We're gonna head in a second. Is that on? That is all good. Mad. Oh, I'm really procrastinating on the success because I just like it that much. It's funny how I got rid of the one that I like more so, but I kept the one that I dislike. I think this is the thing is it trains like a different part of the bicep is I think what it is, and that's sort of like I guess why I kept it. It's one sort of, and it's like there's a short head and a long head. I can't remember the specifics. I used to be way more into the specifics of it, like back when I first started, and I was like really like learning a bunch. You still learn all the way through, you know, while you're in the gym. And the thing is, even if you're not someone who's like into gym, you're one of those people who's like, oh well, health, you know. Some people do that, you know. Even if you're not into it, you still end up learning things like maybe macros and things like that, just passively, just by doing it a decent part. So it's like when gym is a, you know, like you go to gyms maybe 4 or 5 times a week, or you go fairly consistently every week. It just sort of integrates into your life, and you start to do things around it. You learn more about it. Things like that start to happen. You know, you don't even have to be into it. You know, that's what I mean. I'm kind of starting to feel a little bit sick. Don't exactly know why. Oh no. Hot dogs McGibbon. Your Kick is the craziest. Kick is the craziest place for chatters, because I get the weirdest. It's just the same troll that came in the chat the other day. I have no clue, but what the fuck? You know, we got people in Kick saying they're a predator, so I don't even know what a smort is. I don't think I even want to know, to be honest. Yeah, I don't even want to know what that is. I mean, you say you're a predator, man. There's no kids here, so I don't know. You can take your leave, bro. Fair enough, man. Alright. No good for you. What is a curry? I don't even know what that is. You're bringing in the new vocab, man. Seven, 8, 9. Ah, it is the same person. Ah, it is the same person as before. Thanks for coming back, man. Appreciate it. Of course, bro. You've got to arch your back. Part of the adequate form, bro. Bro's the type of guy who's gonna like start roasting partials as well. Google it, so bath. Damn, man, so raw. Appreciate it, bro. It's crazy you came back, man. I was talking about you. Why did you leave earlier, man? Hey, man, you know my back does hurt actually, but not from this. From earlier today when I was working. Google form. Like, what is that to Google? I think we all know what form is, man. I'm a little bit too tired, too knocked out in the day to be able to, you know, conversate much with you. Now we know what it is, bro. Yeah, again, like I said, type of guy to criticize partials or partial reps. Hey, man. Do it wrong forever. Of course, bro, I will. Thanks very much. I swear this is the guy who was talking about coming to the same town, I think, and stabbing, right? I'm pretty sure that was the move last time. But now he's gone silent. I wonder why. Come on, you're behind the screen. There's not much for you to even hide here. There you go. I think he dipped again. Same as before. I remember something to do with the name Hot Dog. Oh well, anyways. Let's move. We got another set of this, then we got a drop. And then we can hurry up and get onto triceps. Because that'll be bicep finished. Which is nice. Yeah, I don't know, as you can see, guys, I am very out of it. You know, normally I'd be combating, I'd be roasting the shit out of someone like that, but I don't have the energy right now, not gonna lie. I just don't. Not today, you know. I'm poofed. I don't know how he keeps finding my stream though. That's interesting. But it's always entertaining when he does come in, but yeah. Anyways. Let's move on, because like I feel like I'm giving into a bit of what they want, you know, they want a reaction, isn't it? So it's like sort of giving that. So I need to just be silent about it and move on. Alright. It's open. We got another set. And then we drop. And we'll keep moving after. Cool. That's what they're meant to be, so I'm gonna put it up there. actually. 26. I made the same mistake last time. I was meant to go down to 26 before, but I ended up going down to only 28, and I just couldn't after that. Must be criminal how they put 28s on the fucking top row of a dumbbell set. Okay. That's that, we gotta move to triceps. And I feel like next one, I haven't done this exercise in a t-shirt in a while, so I'm probably gonna do that. No, in a while. I don't think I've done it in a long time, at least maybe like 4 weeks or something like that. I haven't done. So I might go ahead and do that. Anyways, this is sort of what it looks like when I'm completely gassed. Like, you know, by the end of the week, because I only have like one real rest day a week from at least, you know, gym. This is sort of what it looks like, really gassed at the end when I'm like, I've been described, it looks like a dying horse that keeps the track racing, you know, it's like just dying on the way. That's really how I'm hanging in there right now. But yeah, we'll get it sorted. We're gonna move it a little bit, but maybe not that much. Just because I have been times where I'm doing my thing and I'll basically almost bash something behind me, and if I do that, it's hella dangerous. If I've got like a 20 kg dumbbell in my hand, because I will smack that straight into my face then, which will not be fun. Okay, so we need to wrap. See, I did say I was gonna take not my t-shirt off, my don't get excited, my hoodie off. So we'll do that. Because otherwise, it's gonna get way too long. Yeah. Yeah, that's that. So I normally take off my hoodie only when I get warm. I mean, the pump is like a bonus, but it's like the way I normally do it is like just how warm I am. Because I normally get, so yeah, it's just normally when it starts to feel uncomfortable in the heat. Just because of how they set out the dumbbells. I might bring you guys a little bit closer because I might be a little bit far, I'm not sure. closer, so we're gonna do that. That'll probably be a bit better. There you go. Much better. I think we did move on to the 20s. This one. Should be quite a lot though. I actually did it. It's alright behind me, Chris. Before I do this. Oh shoot. Forgot to mic back up. My bad. You guys probably couldn't hear properly. So it'll be alright. Dang, it's actually early. I thought it was 3. I'm like way earlier than this. Not too bad. Alright. Wish me luck. Let's see. Yep, we'll take it. Guys, I'll tell you something funny after this set. It actually happened at work. Also a good thing, so. Why does my hair look like that, man? Fuck, body smoothie, bro. Getting looked this smoothie right now. Let's turn this up. Now I have to wait for the damn jump again. The beat. Do you guys ever do that? Do you just wait for the beat when you actually want to do a lift? Especially big lifts. We'll see. I think it will hit halfway through. Oh fuck, my wrist up's so weird. I don't know. Oh, this is no good. Oof. Anyways, what I was saying earlier was something that happened that funny at work actually. It's not a whole story, it was just something that sort of happened. But basically, give me a sec, I'm gonna refill my water and we're gonna refill the water. Okay, I love thirsty. In the gym, very quickly. You guys should do a test. You guys should do a test, like, try, go to the gym, right? And then when you are basically, yeah, do a test. When you're at the gym, try go, obviously take water and stuff, but don't drink any water and see how thirsty you get very quickly. Like, you can even drink a bunch of water before you even come to the gym. You'll still get thirsty halfway through your sets. I feel like no matter what, you know, you'll still get thirsty. Your mouth will get dry, your tongue will get dry. It's just gonna be like that, you know. But that's just how it is, you know. I can fuel up and drink a bunch of water before gym, but it doesn't matter. Like, during the gym, you'll get thirsty. Like, it's not anything crazy. You're not gonna start like fucking choking or something, you know. But it will just feel uncomfortable. Try it, guys. Try it. Cause that has started to happen, like when I don't like have water or get water, you know. But your body's just trying to tell you like you need it. But yeah, that's something I've realized. Bro, yo, it really confuses me. I struggle to fathom how people's sweat smells linger. Like I understand like maybe lingering onto clothes, because clothes like sort of absorb like smells and stuff, but it's like, how the hell is a metal machine holding your sweat smell? Like, how's that happened? Because every time I'm at this part, it's always this fucking machine that stinks. I don't know why. It's the same freaking smell every time. I don't get it. How have you done that? Like, how have you made like an eternal sweat smell on a machine? I remember they clean the machines like every single day. How? Unless this guy's just like, he's rescenting it. He's like, he comes in the sole purpose to rescent it in sweat, bro. That's crazy. Like, cause I smell it every time. Like, I don't know how bro is doing that. It's definitely a bro. It's not a guy. I don't think. It's gotta be a guy doing that. Like, I don't know, man. I hate to say it, guys, and you know, I'm all for you guys, but like, no, I'm not all for God. No, that sounded a bit weird. That sounded a bit sus. I mean, like, you know, like, I'm with you guys, but it always do be the guys that be smelling up like things like that. You know, just with that aroma, man. I can't lie. All right, we're gonna get to this like set. I'm not looking forward with how bad that last one went, but you know, we'll get through it. We'll see how that goes. Oh my god, give me a dead song, bro. That's a good song, but it's hyped too quick. If it gets into the hype of it in like 10 seconds, bro. I can't even pick up the dumbbells in that time. I need to wrap up my wrist though, so I can't even do that either. I feel like my right pec tenses more than the left one. Look. I do have to like wiggle my shoulders a bit to do it still. I haven't got that full muscle mind connection, but I feel like my right one maybe reacts to it more. Maybe it's not built big or anything. Maybe it is, I don't know, but maybe it just like reacts better. I have better like mind muscle connection with the right one than the left one. Maybe that's what's happening there. But it does make you think like, wait, is my left one bigger than the right? Or is that just coincidence, you know? That it just does that. I can't do both. My neck is a bit twisted. Better. Sometimes I put it the wrong way around. Like if you put it on, it can sometimes be displaying the wrong side like that. Sometimes I'll notice like halfway through my shift, because I have to take off my necklace for security, because obviously, you know, metal and all that. So yeah, fun fact, guys, I don't know if this is like illegal to say, but fuck it. Airport security for staff is nowhere near as strict as like customer security is. Actually nowhere near as strict. Like I've worn this through quite a few times and it just doesn't go off, so I don't think it's the same. And the whole process is also different as well. Like there's this whole like, you know, like scanner, you have to do this and stuff for like customer security. And yeah, for airport like staff security, it's actually way more lenient, way more, you know, chilled. But yeah, like I've even gotten away with like liquids being in my bag and stuff, like water obviously. I hate doing this, like deadlifting. Dude, what is this shit? Yep. Banger. It's not really a hype song, it's more of a like get into it, like in, you know, a couple minutes, a decent jam. Let's go. I think I need some work on this way. I have to fucking drop. Kidding me? Oh fuck. Oh man. So one goes under shoot and one goes over shoot, of course. Can't even find my necklace. Wait, where's 16? It's a rough one. Not bad. Oh shoot. What's up, daddy? How you doing? You know, the crazy part about that is when you say something like that, I would have thought you were someone else. But I am doing good. How you doing? I'm chilling. We're just doing some triceps right now. Biceps are done. We still have legs to do after. I haven't done legs in a bit. When I say a bit, I haven't done legs since last Sunday. It's actually pretty terrible. Dad bod, of course. Just on the bulk right now, to be honest. So it will obviously cut down, but it's actually not too bad right now. It will be alright. So that's the thing, you know, it's like some people will take it so serious when people like maybe call them fat or something, but it's like what I've noticed is like whoever attaches himself to the identity of being fat are the people who gets hurt. Because if you're actually like, you know, say chubby or whatever, you know, say you got two people, one they're both exactly the same, both chubby, same chubbiness, everything, right? One of them is basically not thinking about, but they're actively doing something about it, right? They don't attach themselves to the identity of being chubby, but the other person is like locked in, make excuses, that sort of thing. That's the one that's gonna get hurt. The other one has already dissociated themselves because they know they're not gonna be there the whole time. It's just temporary, and it's just chill, you know. I think less than 50% body fat is tricky to maintain. Continue maintaining. I don't even know what my body fat percentage is. I don't really check. I'm guessing you go to gym then, so. Because obviously you're talking about body fat percentage stuff, you know, of course you go gym. I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure it is higher than 15. Yeah, around 20, probably. Probably not wrong, to be honest. Yeah, for sure, yeah. Yeah, I thought you would go to the gym or something like that. But yeah. We've had a pretty hectic day. So obviously, start of the day had work. You know, finished up, honestly, I think it was 8:30 p.m., something like that. Came home, straight on the bag. We're doing some bag work. I overshot it. I wasn't meant to do as long as I did, but I did 45 minutes to an hour bag work. Just straight going, heart rate is up, man. I was sweating with the drips. And the thing is, I'm not too much of a crazy sweater, so I don't like sweat a bunch, but like I was actually like, had some driplets forming on my forehead, so it actually was tough, you know, bag session, but it was good. I'm trying to figure out a way not to mess up my bag, because I obviously I'm outside, my bag is outside, so if I'm doing bag work, a lot of my kicks are like ripping the bag a bit, so I'm wearing shoes obviously, so, but then if I wear like foot guards, if you wear foot guards, I think the sole of your feet and all that is like exposed, so that's just gonna be touching the floor, and obviously, you know, I live in England, it's gonna be wet a lot of the time, so I don't know. But straight from the bag work, shower and all that, have my shake, get all the calories in, and then from there, to just head to the gym. You know, it's just been a non-stop day today, but it's nice because obviously, you know, you feel good about it. You're doing stuff the whole day. You know, you're occupied, getting stuff done. So it's chill. Probably a fighting experience. I don't know how you guessed, but yeah. So I don't know what are you doing, bro? The camera, I don't know, mind of its own, but yeah. So fighting experience wise, yeah, I did karate a couple years back. For a couple years, I think I did it for 4 years or something like that. And yeah, I got the brown belt, which is 2 belts off of black. So you have brown, your brown white, and then brown black, and then black. So I was on brown. And obviously that's where you get a good foundation. I feel like my advice to people who don't know how to like fight, defend themselves, things like that, you know, find some sort of martial arts that you want to do. You say, you know, whatever, you kickboxing, karate, taekwondo, you got You know, some people do jiu-jitsu, whatever, right? You know, some people freaking do, what's that other one? Judo. I think that was a bit of a joke, but, because that one, honestly, that one, I don't know, we had that in primary school and it just looked like a joke, but it's all like body slam and all that crap. But my rule of thumb is just don't get on the floor, because the thing is, in a street fight, if you get on the floor, you're finished. They pull out a knife, what are you gonna do? You're dead. You're not gonna be able to do anything. So, I would say don't get on the floor. In a round of fight with the Damas, yeah. But what I was saying is basically, yeah, you know, as soon as I gave my advice already, I was a bit wonky, but oh well, I like to think I can handle probably more than that, but no, I guess, yeah, probably. Anyways, what is your background? What sort of experience do you have? You know, I've been chatting, yapping about me the whole time, you know, it's like, what's your story, you know? Alright. I just forgot what the next exercise was, don't worry. I remembered now. We can do it. I just got the 30s, man. So we're up to 30 on this one now. This one was kind of like fucks with my elbow, so I guess we'll see how it goes. Give me a second here, guys. I just have to double check, you know, the stream is running smooth, everything's going as it should be. Because there have been a ton of times, obviously, you know, things just sort of mess up. There you go, sorted. Let me just... Olympic weightlifting, fit of a total body gains plus. Unfortunately, my the thing that's holding the phone is cutting off your message. But, you know, like, sort of get the gist of what you're saying. Just a minute. But now I don't lift awful weight anymore. Just focus on more on physique at the moment. Yeah, man. That is, you know, like, you know, everyone's got their different goals, you know. There's a guy who comes here at, honestly, I think 2 to 3 a.m. I don't know, he's not here today, but normally he does come in. You know, I like to call him Mr. Legs, because this guy comes over to the squat rack, and I'm not lying. This guy... start to finish of my session, this guy is sitting on the squat rack, recording his sets, recording his weights. He just sits there the whole session. No, I'm not saying he's a bad guy. Like, you know, he's a dude, is super friendly, he's chill. Like, you know, all the power to him. But that's why I'm calling Mr. Legs, because he always just squat rack and then maybe stretching at the end, and that is it. But through my whole hour session, or even longer sometimes, he's just at the squat rack, just doing his sets, you know, just doing his thing. So I think he definitely does, like, you know, like some sort of, you know, powerlifting of some sort. You know, he's got a bit of a bod, so it's like he is, you know, doing his thing in terms of that. But everyone's in there, you know, different goals and whatnot, you know. Guy's pretty consistent. It is pretty cool. Got him on deadlifting. Yo, no, actually, he does deadlifting as well sometimes. Not every single time, but he does do a decent bit of deadlifting too. I deadlift as well, but I only do it for back. I don't do it on like just random days, you know. I don't squat at all. I don't know. I just hate squats. Just honestly, training legs as a whole is just like, I can't be arsed. As in, like, no, I can't be arsed as in won't do it. I've got legs today. Like, I do train legs. You know, come on, you know, relax. But I just dislike just legs as a whole in terms of training. It's just not fun for me. So I just stick to basically doing the hamstring machine, the quads machine, and then I also do calves. Fuck, I don't even train glutes, man. My ass is already big enough, man. You know, we're good with that. Hey, man, just passing in to say hi. Yo, what's up, dude? What up, Dali? Yo, you're the person who came in here asking the question, weren't you? I remember the name. And I started speaking about, like, you know, my advice and stuff. Yeah, dude. Hey, man, you know, that's actually pretty sick. I didn't expect the question you came in with last time. And not only that, I didn't expect you to come back, to be honest, man. I thought you were like someone who just, not in any sort of bad way, but someone who just comes in, you know, will just ask a question, whatever they want, you know. Maybe you're just trying to get different perspectives on advice of, as a whole, trying to improve yourself, whatever it is. But I don't expect you're someone to, like, actually come back. So that's pretty dope to me. I'll see you around. But yeah, the speed of the deadlifts, honestly, I'm just trying to go up in weight, you know. Like, I've never been able to push certain weights. And, you know, it just feels sick, you know, to have, like, a powerlifting move. Because I don't do bench press. Because there's the big three, you know, you got deadlift, squats, and bench press. I don't do squats, and I don't do bench press. I do dumbbell press. So it's good to have at least, you know, something. I can say, like, shit, this is the way I hit on this, or this is what I do. Because otherwise I don't really have anything to really, like, say. So it is nice like that. Anytime I can, I'll come back. Yeah, dude, I appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie. It is, it's cool to see you, man. My camera is having a mind of its own there. Oh, jeez. Sometimes I do use like a bit of momentum to get up, not gonna lie, especially on the last rep, because otherwise it doesn't turn pretty if I do fail that rep, because I'm just so stuck, the dumbbell hanging there. And I don't want to drop it because that's gonna make a massive bang, and if it bounces, I don't know where it's gonna bounce. My phone's right here, I don't want it jumping on that. Not only that, it would just be rough and not ideal. A giant noise in the gym. How's everything going? It's going good. I mean, as I said earlier to Darth Maul, that's an interesting name, man. Where'd you come up with that? Yeah, it's been good. I was just saying I had a pretty intensely hectic day today, but we're all for it, you know. It was all good, productive stuff, but definitely it's taking a toll. I'm pretty tired now. It is like pushing 3:30 a.m. I don't even know what time I got up, man. I got up at like 10, something like that. Spanish reduction method. Dude, I don't think I know too much Spanish. Where I work is very dominated like by people who are Portuguese and Polish, mainly Portuguese though. And what I've noticed about Spanish is it's a very similar language, not exactly the same, you know. Some people who are Spanish, some people who are Portuguese, they'll get offended when you say similar and stuff like that, because they're very prideful about where they come from, which, you know, you should be. Like, for example, if you want to piss off someone who's from specifically Madeira, just be like, oh, so Portugal. They'll get pissed off, because they all die on the hill that Madeira is a separate island from Portugal. A pro, dude, that's pretty sick. Oh damn, that is pretty drippy, man. Anyways, I want to ask you, like, So I'm guessing you went to different streams, you know, sort of asking for advice. You know, what did you come up with? What did you learn from what you were doing, you know? What is like the put together new version of yourself after all of that advice, you know? Because I'm sure you got a bunch of different advice from a bunch of different people, you know? A lot, actually. Yeah, dude, you know, I'm super interested to hear that. Just let me wrap. Because I'm not trying to snap my wrist in half. Oh wait, I forgot. I was gonna actually say this. So basically, earlier at work, I was finishing up my shift, and there's this guy. Oh gosh, so weird. But basically, there's this gay guy. I don't know why, what it is about me specifically, but there's actually quite a few gay people where I work, and the thing about it is, I don't know why, but they're just like insanely fucking attracted to me. It's so uncomfortable. It's so weird. It's like, I'm not even lying, like it's actually become sexual harassment at this point. It's like this gay guy just like, he'll come up to me and try to like fucking like touch up my fucking pecs and try and like just touch me, man. It's just weird. And just the way they look, it's just yikes, man. Many people came out with similar opinions. Damn, similar to me? Actually, I wouldn't have thought that. I thought we'd come up with more like generic sort of advice, not specific exactly what I said. I mean, that's actually pretty good. Not care what people think. Yeah, you know exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing right now, obviously, because, you know, I'm in a place where I don't think anyone pulls out a freaking tripod in the gym and starts like, you know, recording, or not recording, but it's like live, so it's not really recording. But, you know, you get what I mean with the giant camera setup and stuff. You get a bunch of looks. But the thing is, at the end of the day, it's not them up on the stage. It's not them building whatever you're building. Did I do my second set? Or was that first? I think it's first. Two, three, six, seven. Needs to drop. Six. I've definitely almost taken off my fingers. Missing that before. And 1, 2, 3. Anyways, how old are you, man, by the way? I turned 22 like a month and maybe, I guess you could call it a month and a half ago. 16. Asking for advice like that at 16. Damn. Who would be shy doing what I'm doing right now? Yeah, man, the thing is, I don't know where you live, but I live in England. So this sort of stuff is like, people are gonna look at you weird. You know, it's not something that most people do. And it's almost frowned upon by certain people at certain times as well. So, you know, it is different, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, even doing as good as you can and in the best way possible, you're still gonna get hate. Because the thing is, even this stream, before you guys came in, I was already getting hate, you know? So, it happens. You just have to be able to tank it. Because there's a lot of people who can't. He will cave. Anyways. Yeah, no, you know, I'm not gonna lie, 16 is crazy. Didn't expect that. I was expecting more like in 20. That's where you're like really like trying to get your mindset, your whole like vision together. But 16, man, whoever you are, man, you're doing a good job. You know, trying to develop your mind, be the best version of yourself, you know? That is actually dope. People always judging everything that's not useful for them. Exactly, dude. Because the thing is, with how many different perspectives there are, with how many different people there are in life, it'd be incredibly hard for you to not receive hate in any way. I don't know if you're Christian or not, but think about Jesus. The perfect man did everything right that you could possibly do right. Still got crucified. Still was hated by many. To the point where he was obviously crucified. So that shows you live in an unfair world. If the perfect man died, you know? So, that's what I mean. You won't. You know, like, you're not gonna do as good as Jesus even. So it's like, don't set your sights on trying to fit in, trying to be the same. Because the thing is, if you are trying to fit in, if you're just going through life trying to like wiggle your way through the crowd, you know, still be a part of the crowd, then don't expect any different outcome than they have, because that's the same thing. If you are doing all of the same things that they're doing, why would you ever expect a different outcome? It's funny because everyone else that asked for advice, they asked me for my age and they said exactly what you said. Well, there you go, man. Does that not show you you're doing well for yourself? You know, does that not show you, you know, you're ahead of your age group, ahead of your game? You know, I'm guessing you're someone who probably doesn't smoke, doesn't vape, doesn't drink. Well, maybe you drink a little bit. Drinking is probably the least harmful of those three. But 16. You know what? I wasn't even doing as good as you when I was 16. I think I got to maybe your level when I was pushing 18. I think that's where I really shifted. That's where I really like took control of everything. So yeah, you're ahead of your game by far. But don't ever settle, you know? Whoever you idolize, whoever you know, are aiming to be like, whoever whoever inspires you, right? Don't set your sights on just them, aim higher than that. Because who says you can't be better than even them, you know? If it's God, then okay, you're GG's, you know, again. Not happening with that one, but anyone else, who says, you know? Don't like doing any of that stuff. That's what I mean, like, people like us, we can see each other, you know? We can sort of like sense, you know, the type of person each other are, you know? It's sort of like, I don't know if you watch Naruto, but it's like a cringy ass Naruto reference, but fuck, man. I don't think it works. I was gonna say like a Kekkei Genkai for, I don't know, seeing each other. Just call it the Shadow God, I guess. I don't know. But hey man, like, I'm not gonna lie, if you wanna go even higher in terms of your perspective, watch Naruto, watch Dragon Ball. They'll teach you a lot about different things you'll encounter in life and how to get through it. Those will be two really good shows to watch. Because the thing is, a bunch of anime does teach you a lot of the same lessons. So no, yeah, definitely. I think anime can definitely shape people in a good way, for sure. You know, I used to be like a lot of other people, and be like, man, come on, it's just cartoons. It's just, you know, it's just like Tom and Jerry, man. I genuinely was like that. No, yeah, anime, of course, dude. Of course, it can motivate, push you with discipline, push you with. No one's ever suggested that. Anime is huge. I don't know why anyone would have not suggested that before, but it's huge. You learn a lot of life lessons in, like I said, Naruto, Dragon Ball. Naruto will teach you, it has more story base to it, so Naruto will teach you a bunch about, you know, like, it will teach you about love, it will teach you about betrayal, it will teach you, because it has a lot of twists in it, it will teach you about betrayal, it will teach you, obviously, about, like, you know, that spirit never giving up, but Dragon Ball does that as well. Dragon Ball will teach you pushing past your limits, you know, it's like, that's what I mean, like, there is just countless, so many lessons and things inside it, like, even like sadness, you think because it's like animated, you don't think you'll feel anything from it. There'll be people they would literally attach you to in the show, fucking 300 episodes in, boom, they die. You know, it's like in the most cruel, harsh way possible, you know? So that is what I mean. Okay, I need to actually do something because like, this is kind of diabolical right now. What's the next exercise? Actually, I did want to try. No, this way. So I did want to try. Just because this is like an OG exercise I used to do. I don't actually do it in my routine now, but I just wanted to see. Yeah, because I'm on the bulk. You can't really see too much definition like you used to be able to, but yeah, it used to be crazy. This always used to be the thing that I thought made my arms look super huge. Doesn't anymore. No definition right now because obviously the body weight is kind of crazy. I'm starting to look like, have you ever seen those transformations, you know, when you like bulked up and then you cut and they just look absolutely insane? I'm starting to look like that bulked up version now, so it's actually really sick. Actually looking like that now, so hold on, I'll read what you said. Thanks for the advice, probably start watching them. Yeah, the thing is, it is a long process. You know, Naruto is, if you reach obviously Naruto and Shippuden, obviously you have to watch the whole thing. It is, in total, 720 episodes. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Dragon Ball's a lot shorter. If you watch like, you know, Kai and Super, it's maybe like close to like, I don't know, 300 type of thing. So, yeah, it is, like I said, Dragon Ball is more on the fighting side and pushing past that way, but there's obviously story to it. Naruto more on the, you know, huge story side of things. Like there's a lot more story in Naruto. That's just how it sort of goes. Okay. I'm actually gonna get on with the workout because I kind of like I'm hard procrastinating. I'm gonna go like pretty quick with this next one. Alright. It'll be. Oh, didn't mean for that to happen. It is a lot. Like, yeah. But the thing is, once you get hooked, man, like it seems like a lot. Once you get hooked, you start burning through. Whenever you have free time and stuff, you will burn through it. It is just addictive. Not in a bad way, obviously in a good way, you know. Time is up for you. How can your gym be that empty? Yeah, and you saw this way now, how empty it actually is. It's maybe it's 20 to 4, you know. So 3:40 in the morning, but it's normally quite quiet at 1 all the way through till like 5 a.m. or so. That's sort of why it's like that. It actually feels easier than it was before. 3. 6. Because it makes sense, yeah. But honestly, this gym maxes out at like maybe 8 people or so. So it is a small gym from the outside, which I think it kind of works to its advantage because it deters people from joining. Because it's like, fuck, that's a small gym. Nope. But the inside it is actually not too bad at all. It's pretty chill. It's a lot bigger than it seems on the inside. So I like this gym. We'll see the time I go at this time because, see if I'm streaming stuff, my camera, it moves, as you've probably seen. It attracts people, so that's why I go at this time, so it doesn't start like following a random old man, you know, joining the gym. Yeah, man, and that's the problem. Full all of the time. Because they're probably big, let me guess. I mean, I don't know to be honest, but yeah, this gym is absolutely chill. And it's not even like a one-off event. Like, I've been coming at this time for at least like 2 months. So yeah, it's consistently this quiet. It's dope. It's got every machine you could think. It's got bags over in the corner. The guy who runs the gym is just one guy, absolute gangster. Gives me discount on the membership. He does boxing. He'll spar with you for free. You know, I'm living the dream here with this gym. What age did I start working out? I started at, if you want to say working out as a whole, it was 14 years old. But actually joining a gym, pardon me, actually joining a gym was 17 years old. But it was very on and off based, so it was like very on and off, where I just like sort of wasn't super consistent. And also remember, you really just don't know what you're doing when you first start. So there's a lot of wasted years in just not the greatest use of time. Like, I'm surprised you've never seen like those anime like edits, gym edits even have anime in it. Surely, dude, like, dude, I've got to show you something. Like, give me a sec. Like, I have to show you like what you're missing out. Oh shoot, I don't have TikTok or Instagram on this phone. Oh crap. Oh, we got YouTube surely, right? We can maybe walk something out. Let me see. I don't want to spoil crazy amounts, so. Hold on, let me see. There's gotta be something here, wait. I'll show you in a second. I'm just trying to see if it's a good one for you. This was actually pretty good. This is actually pretty good. I think I'm gonna show you this one, wait. So I'm gonna give you context, right? Oh, for fuck's sake, the drop wasn't even good, but actually this one might be good for you. I'm just trying to find something, you know, like this is, I'm planting the seed, you know, and this is where it starts. There was a seed planted in me, and that's where I started with it. Man. Man, why are these so crap, man? Give me a sec. Start at 15. Damn, that is crazy, man. Screw it, man. You'll run into them eventually, man. This is you know, a huge side quest on the stream, but hey, man, it's right. You'll find one. Just if not, maybe when you start, you'll start seeing some things like that. You know, it's all good. But yeah, 15 years old, man. Damn. In the gym at 15. Damn. Have you ever been like told like that myth where you, what's it? Your parents will always tell you like, oh no, you'll stunt your growth if you start too early in the gym, or you start weightlifting and it's gonna. I got told this one was crazy. It's gonna weigh you down if you start weightlifting, and that's what's gonna stunt your growth. I don't know how I believed it, but man, that's crazy. Anyways, yes, it's like every parent has been told the same myth and they just repeat it. I don't know who was gonna break the curse. I guess it's maybe this generation, but now there will definitely still be some of those kids who believe it, and they're just gonna carry it down. Like, it's just not gonna stop. Used to get that a lot. Yeah, that's what I got told, honestly. I'm not gonna say that's why I didn't go to the gym. I don't think I was a huge, because the thing is, I still went at 17. You know, your parents are still saying that stuff at like all the way probably until like 21 years old. Convince your dad, nice, man. I mean, I'll tell you my story. My story is pretty long, but like if you're down for it, you know. Basically, I started when I was obviously 14 years old, and I went to my friend's house, and it was 3 of us at the friend's house, and we decided, you know, like, fuck it, let's have some fun. Let's do some push-ups. You know, let's try a push-up contest. See who can do the most push-ups. And there was one of them who did a little bit more than me. I came second, and then there was this third friend who basically couldn't do any. But my second wasn't exactly something to be proud of. I could do 1 push-up, and I failed on the second push-up. That's how diabolical it was with my strength. And I went home, and I was like, shit, man, I'm really that weak. Like I couldn't even muster a second push-up. And then I looked in the mirror, like, I lifted my shirt. I was just fucking in my boxers, and I lifted my shirt, and I just looked at my belly. I was like, dude, I am chubby, man. And yeah, so I basically snapped a picture that day. It might have been the second day, but I think I snapped a picture that day, and that was where it started. I was like, shit, man, like, this is shameful. And I decided from that day I was gonna work out and change my body, and I downloaded this app. It's called Six Pack in 30 Days, if you've ever heard of it or seen it. And they have like these, workout, they time it and all that stuff, and it was chill. It's a pretty chill app. And I don't know if I believed, maybe I knew too, I was pretty gullible. I thought maybe there was a chance to get 6 pack in 30 days, but now no chance. Like no chance believing that is not happening. When you understand the science and like how long things take in weightlifting, bodybuilding, all this, 6 pack in 30 days not happening. Okay, but I decided to do it, and I was like, I don't really care if it doesn't take 30 days, and it might take longer or whatever, but I just want to change my body. I want to be fitter, stronger. I want to be slimmer. So I decided to do that, and then I was doing it every single day. It was like no rest days. And at the start, it's like that iconic event. You're doing push-ups in your room, and your parents catch you and they start laughing at you. You'll be like, what are you doing? And it's like that iconic canon event. You wouldn't know what canon means because it's an anime term, so get on it, bro. But anyways, it was that iconic push-ups in your room sort of moment for me, except I was doing an ab workout in my room. And yeah, I would do it 7 days a week, every single day, and I would just cut out things like pizza, takeaways. I wouldn't really do any sort of macroing or anything like that, but I would cut out certain things, like takeaways and stuff. And very quickly, I still have the pictures because I would take up like pictures every 30 days of my physique and stuff. And I would basically be losing a bunch of weight, and I was losing a lot of fat as well. And it was going really well. I was slimming down really quickly. And I did it, you know, days 30, day 60, day 90, day 120, day 150, day 180. By the time I got to day 180, I was looking really sick. I don't know where the fuck it came from, but it looked like I had pecs. I didn't even train chest. I was like, what the fuck? Maybe it was just lighting. Let me see. So, I think every boy my age started going to the gym, because they wanted to have good abs. I don't know, it's like the trophy of being in good shape. I don't know why. You know, like, abs is actually something everyone has at a low enough body fat percentage. So it's like, but no one has the biceps at that, you know, that big. You know, you have to actually grow them, you know. Obviously abs grow as well, I'm not saying they don't. But it's like, everyone has them at a low enough body fat percentage and can look decent at a low enough body fat percentage. But it's like, even girls are just like, do you have abs? That's the first thing they say. They don't say, oh, how big are your biceps? Yeah, how big is your chest? They don't say that. Where's your abs? You know? So, I don't know why it's that iconic, but I guess that's how they do it. But anyways. Yeah, I don't know. But I guess that's just how the cookie crumbles right now. I guess that's just how it is. Stop drinking soda and stop eating shit. Exactly, man. You know, that's what you gotta do. It's not that easy. It isn't. I don't know if you're talking about abs or you're talking about not eating those foods. That's why I like bulking and not lean bulking. Okay, wait, that sounded stupid. That's why I like more dirty bulking than lean bulking, because if you were just like lean bulking, there is no happiness, if you get what I mean. Like, it is just a constant slow progress, slow burn of, you know, just you're bulking but leanly, very, very slowly, you know. But like, your life is just gonna be hell, like misery, because you can't go over your macros, you can't go over your calories, you can't make too many mistakes, otherwise everything goes very quickly. But the problem with my what the hell. But what I was saying is, yeah, that's not the problem, sorry. The good thing about the way I do it, bulk and cut, is at least one of those phases you get to enjoy, like the bulk, you can sort of eat a little more dirty. Not saying fucking have like 25 packets of jelly beans, but you can eat a little bit more unclean. You can, you know, you can afford a little bit of mistakes. But, and then obviously when you cut, be strict, you know, be good, you know? Because, you know, see, you know, you're a bit dirtier. So now, you know, have the discipline, be strict, and then you can have your happy phase again, you know? That's what I mean, you know? Otherwise, lean bulk, there is no happy period. It is just lean bulk to the top, that is it. Misery, 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 that is it. So I'm like, yo, come on, man. And also the progress for me is that I've tried lean bulking. It's just too slow, and it's too, like, unpredictable in the sense that this progress is so slow, you don't even know if you're making progress. And it's like, that is hugely demotivating when you work out for 3 months or something and be like, shit, I weigh the same thing, or I weigh like 0.2 fucking more. It's like, come on, man, fuck that, man. Sorry, just screw that. Sorry if you like lean bulking, but no thank you. Like, I don't know, like, what I'm doing, I've been seeing strength progress and just like physique progress, like, in the last 4 to 5 weeks, like crazy. My deadlift went from 100 to 150, technically in a day, because my PR was 100, and then I just didn't do a PR for a very long time, and now it's 150. So, but what I mean is, it's just making progress really quickly. Like I've been going up in like every single machine in the past 5 weeks. You know, it's just, it doesn't stop. It's just W after W. I just keep going up. Like, I'm almost full stack in the back, I said back machine, the row machine. But yeah, it is really nice to be able to see your progress rather than just guess your progress, you know? I need to do some legs. I am actually trolling right now, just sitting here. So let me warm up. I haven't done legs, not gonna lie, since last Saturday, so it's kind of diabolical, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, let's get this. Alright. Put on some music. My music isn't working. That's dope. That's actually dope. Don't type anything, because when I go for the chat, it won't update. Okay, you're safe now. Let's go. What type of music do I listen to? My playlist is crazy. Like I've had a lot of different comments from friends about how crazy my playlist is. My original playlist has like 2,000 songs, it's like crazy. Maybe 1,700, something like that. And basically, I got every genre. I listen to the most Looney Tunes stuff on the planet. Like, it can be at one point, it can be funk. The next, it could be I'm listening to a damn fucking Disney show opening. Like, I don't know if you guys ever watch Liv and Maddie. I think it is that. On Disney. I've got that. I got Better in Stereo. I've got fucking Moana playing at some points. I've got, you know, I think I have You're Welcome on my playlist. That is crazy work. I've got like, yeah, have you heard like the Fat Rap? It's like all of those like Roblox intros, like it was like I don't know how to do it, but I don't know. I've got that one. So I have crazy, but then I'll have also rap. I might have some Eminem. I might have some hardstyle. You know, iconic gym songs. So it's like my friends will say, dude, it's so risky because he could put on a banger or he could put the most Looney Tunes song on the planet on. So it's like, dude, do not give this guy the stereo in a car, bro. So yeah, I do have huge music taste, but I think the things I stay away from is like metal and like rock. I don't think it's rock. It's like heavy metal. Oh no, whatever it is. It's just noise. Like when they fucking just scream out their vocal cords. It's just like noise at that point. So it's just, I don't like it too much. But there are some songs that like I don't mind with that. I think there's Meant to Live for So Much More. That one I like. It's got a little bit of that in it, but it's chill. So and then there's also nostalgic songs, 2000 songs. You got freaking Michael Jackson. This is all in the same playlist, by the way. It seems so disrespectful, but that is the playlist, you know. But I do have like categories. Like my friend actually asked me, he said, dude, you're such an organized person. Like you do everything very organized. Why the hell is your playlist so messy? And I just took the advice and I was like, you know what, that is kind of stupid of me. I'm organized in just about every area of my life. Why the hell is my playlist so messy? So I actually organized, I've got different like playlists now. I've got like One's called Gym Plus, it's for the gym. Got one called Car and Walking, so it's like when I'm in the car, when I'm walking around, listen to music. I've got one, it's called Indian Songs, with Indian songs, self-explanatory. I've got one called Faith. It's just like sort of God-related songs. And then that was a recent one I made. And then I've got, what else do I have? Actually don't know. Let's see what else I got. There isn't too many more. I don't have like 10 playlists or anything, you know, it's like, it's not bad. Gym everything, that's just like, cause like in the gym, you don't always want to listen to like just funk or just something hard. Sometimes there is like other like genres. That's what Gym everything's for. I've got lyrical songs, so it's just like singing and stuff. I've got Gym Sad, you know, of course. I think that one only works if there's actually sad things that happen to you, like breakups, things like that. I've got one called Singing, Learning to Sing, because obviously that's something I'm trying to do. Good songs, this is the funny playlist, man. 79 hours and 34 minutes of playtime. Holy crap. It is just, it's organized at the top and then it just goes like hectic. But yeah, Diabolical songs. I'm just gonna check because I came off that app, obviously. So yeah, no, I've just got a bunch of different genres. All right, we're gonna sort this set out. Drop, hamstrings, calves. On calves, I'm up to 190 kg, and I'm still repping for 20. It's actually getting scary. I'm starting to wonder, like, if those things fail, I'm just gonna die. You know, it's just over. So I don't know if I can actually press that with my legs. Like, calves, obviously, like, you know, you're just sort of tiptoeing. But like actually pressing that might be a diabolical one. 15 playlists, holy crap. One for every mood. Yeah, man, you know, I told you, that's what I mean. You're in different moods sometimes. Sometimes you're gonna listen to something sad. Maybe you are sad, you know. Maybe you're feeling something. Oh my, dude. I cannot tell you what just came up on my playlist. I was listening to the most rap heavy, beat heavy music, dude, and I kid you not, what the hell came up was, do you know Ariel? Do you know Ariel, the princess, the red hair like mermaid? That song came up, just like, I'm gonna help you listen to it right now. There's no way it just came up. Crazy. That's what we're doing it to, I guess. Have to drop. I'm still listening to it, by the way. It's crazy. Definitely not the song. Definitely not the song that I'd expect to come up. I don't know what playlist I'm on for that to come up, but that's what I mean, how hectic and random the playlist can be. It is really just something like an absolute banger, and then something like that. I listen to a lot of Argentinian trap. Damn. I'm not gonna lie, I'm someone who's like, I don't know if you might be the same, like Bad Bunny type of music. So I'm someone who's like, I'll have all these songs and I'll know all these songs by like by like listening to them, but I won't know it by like the artist or the song name, you know? That's sort of how I am with that. But yeah. Anyways. Bada boom, bada pow. Let's even get up. I just have to double check. See, I do that every time. Whenever like I come off the app, because it doesn't update for me, so I just need to actually see. Let me get up. Okay. So what I'm gonna do. Because yeah, I need to go do hamstrings now. Pretty good at guessing songs or things like that. Yeah, I'm actually horrible at that. No, I'm genuinely horrible at that stuff. Reason being, because I don't know, I just don't study it. It's like, unless it's something from the 2000s maybe, and super well known, then otherwise I wouldn't really know. So I guess we're a little bit opposite in that sense. But yeah, that's just sort of how I am. But I wouldn't change it, you know? It's like, again, like we were saying earlier, be different. Oh my god, why my back hurt like that, bro? My back is just too much today. Because obviously I'm a waiter, so holding all those plates, holding the drinks, keeping your back straight, you know, maintaining it, takes a toll. Normally on my lower back, but it's like my upper back is hurting. And then I was doing bag work. I guess maybe holding your posture when you're kicking, punching, I don't know. But then this, maybe just all in one day, is that we're straining it. I've got a rest day tomorrow, so then gosh, just chill out a bit more. In terms of gym and stuff. But yeah, my knuckles are getting, I'm not gonna lie, my knuckles are getting messed up because I do my bag work like barehanded. What time do I sleep? When the work is done, bro, that's when I sleep. When the work is done. Honestly, dude, I'm gonna sleep when so I get home, gotta shower, gotta my creatine, gotta, what else I gotta do? But minoxidil in my hair, scalp I guess. Minoxidil is basically, I'm fighting hair loss genetics right now so bad. My dad's bald. And my brother, he's 11 years older than me. I've seen what it looks like if I don't. So, minoxidil basically is like something to help regrow your hair. So that, and then, fuck man, my back is, I don't know what I did. Alright, and then take my ashwagandha, and then sleep. But I might need to have another meal, because my calories are at like, because I did too much bag work today. I did it for an hour instead of maybe like 30 minutes. I was into it, it was cool. And then I also, you know, had to like remove calories because of work, cutting some stuff. So I might be at like 3 point something by the end of the day. Normally I'm hitting like 4k calories a day. It's diabolical, I know. It's crazy work. But that's why the bulk is coming in so quickly. It's good. I'm getting stretch marks on my triceps. Oh my god, what did I do to my back? On legs as well. Not even something when I'm training back. What the? That's crazy. At least I injured myself just before a rest day. There we go. Now we got oh my god. Now we got a reason to rest. So what's I? Oh my. 59, I think. Yo, I don't know what the heck I did to my back, but I think I've just paralyzed myself. Paralysis is coming, man. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know, I actually got a good compliment today. Someone at work. It was a gay guy, so I don't know if I can exactly take it in the best way possible, but he said, you know, soon you're gonna need a bra. For my chest. It's like, coming soon, man. Gonna need a bra. It's always nice to get compliments like that. You know, when you're going gym, when you're working at it. You know, it just shows people are noticing, you know. People are seeing that effort. People are seeing, like, you know, the difference. Maybe if you didn't see it yourself. Because a lot of the time, you may be looking at yourself in the mirror a lot. You might be thinking, like, shit, man, I just look the same. Or I just look, you know, I don't even look that much better or whatever. Other people on the outside who haven't seen you in a bit, they'll be the ones who notice the difference way more than you do. Because think about it. You see yourself every single day, most likely in a mirror, in a reflection, something like that. So it's like, it really is nice when you do get that. You know, some people call me a bodyguard. some people say, obviously, like that, you know, you're gonna need a bra soon. Some people just outright say, shit, man, you're looking huge, you know. Nice compliment. It is a nice compliment, but the fact that it comes from a gay guy sort of puts me on edge a little bit, because that guy, man, he is weird. He's a little forward, man. I'm not gonna lie. This guy just to like actually touch me up a bit at work. It is a bit mad. It is uncomfortable, bro. Like, kid you not, once, only happened once, but still, guy, like, he had a menu in his hand. He fucking smacked my ass with it, bro. It's just weird. It is weird, bro. Because the thing is, he'll look at, like, you can see the eyes, right? He'll look at your body, and he'll look up at you, in the eyes, do some weird thing. You know, so, yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of uncomfortable after a while. I don't know what it is with me and like gay people, but like, gay people for some reason, they're just like, mad. Yeah, it is pretty diabolical, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways. Oh my god. I must have actually pulled something. Trading legs. See, I told you, I just do the most Looney Tune things on the planet. Like, I've hurt my back training legs. How's that even possible? Not trading back. Not trading anything remotely that would use your back. I am stationary. Oh my god. I gotta stretch it maybe. Fuck. Okay. That did nothing. Alright, anyways, yeah, talk to him about it. Honestly, it's just at the point where it's just like, you know, it's just like, he's just used to it, you know, he's just used to doing it. I know he doesn't actually mean any harm or anything, because he's not one of those, like, they change their voice and stuff. He's not like that. He sort of probably knows it pisses me off, so he does it, you know, more. So I think that's the sort of dynamic it is. He like knows. Okay, man. Oh my. I'm gonna be better than tomorrow. Crazy. Five. 6. 8. 9. 10. ouch. Go down to 50. Round 2. 3. 4. Oof. That, I don't know, this exercise is one of the 2 exercises in the gym right now that I just feel like a little bit paralyzed after for like that 2-second period. Do I have a girlfriend? Not currently, no. No. Yeah, you know what I spent Valentine's doing? On the bus, I saw everyone going to like see their Valentine, because I was on the, you know where I was going? I was on the way to work on Valentine's Day, and I just saw everyone on the bus. You know, they would have flowers in their hand. They would be going over to, you know, meet their girlfriend, meet their boyfriend, whatever. Maybe you had girls who had been given flowers already. And I was just thinking to myself, like, crazy work. What are my plans? Let's go to work. Let's go to the gym after. That was my plans. But I don't know. Valentine's is one of those celebratory things that it only has a meaning, obviously based on, like, you know, you having that significant other. Otherwise, it's just a normal day, you know. Aside from seeing everyone else happy, you know, then yeah, I guess. But no, yeah, I don't currently. Oh my god! You know what? To you, that's hurting me. Every time I have to bend down to look at your message, bro. Another day, it's just a marketing thing. Reminds you of, but it reminds you that you're alone. To be honest, yeah, you know what? You're right. It does generate probably a lot of money, like Valentine's Day, and you know, the marketing that goes into it and around it. You know, flowers, red themed things, hearts, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, definitely, for sure. But the thing is, as much as it is marketing, even the people who understand as marketing, understand all of that, are the same people who do celebrate it when they do have that person. You know? Because in a sense, it is an excuse to just be absolutely really sweet, which is always a beautiful thing, you know? So I do like it, you know, I don't hate it. You know, it is cool. I don't hate the people who are celebrating it or have their significant other, you know, absolutely, you know. Celebrate what you have and be happy you have it, you know. So all the power to them, you know. But yeah, it does absolutely remind you that you are alone. But you know, I guess it does that to everyone who is alone. So yeah. Okay. I don't think I messed up my back too much, actually. The reason being is like if you sleep funny and your neck hurts to move. If you get what I mean. If you've ever slept funny, you're sleeping in a certain direction when you're sleeping. You wake up, you move your head, it's like, what the fuck was that? You know? Oh my gosh. Crazy work. Alright, we got calf still. Almost done. After that, yeah, we're all good. But yeah, like, yeah, Valentine's is one of those interesting sort of experiences. I have celebrated it before. You know what, actually? I don't... No, I didn't. But I did, kind of. I had a girlfriend at the time. But it was during the point where things were falling apart, which made it awkward. And she was in a different country, so... I was leaving. You know, the most romantic thing is that I was leaving on the day of Valentine's Day, because I guess we just didn't plan for it. But that's how that went. Crazy, but that is how it sort of went. That's how the cookie crumbles, I guess. Fuck. This is probably not helping my back after I've just freaking messed it up. Oh my gosh. Come on. Shit, no, this always does look kind of fun because I'm loading the hell out of this thing. But this is actually my normal weight. How much do I need for this? Is like diabolical with the maths, but I need 3 places. What the hell? 75, 75, right? So 150. 150. 2 20s is 40. I need 2 20s on top of this. 190. Let's do it. So we're gonna be doing 190 again. It's only my second time doing it. After that, if it goes well, I can go up to 200, maybe 210. The reason I say so high is because I'm actually repping like not for 10 or 12. I'm repping for like 20 or 22. Maybe 20. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, but you know. Boom. You know what I love? They keep the exact weight I need over here. That is crazy. Like, think about it. There's a 20 on both sides, and then there's also the 3 other plates I need. Isn't that not convenient? And this happens often, you know. It's like someone's out here looking out for me or something. I'm getting dry because I'm not really drinking any water. I don't think I have that much water left. I need to take my grabbers out. Alright, let's see. Same, because I'm sure if I had someone to pass it with, I would celebrate it. I think we all would, you know? It is just that sweet event, you get what I mean? My girlfriend broke up with me 2 weeks before London. That is rough, not gonna lie. Hopefully, you're a bit more over it now, you know? I do know how that feels, you know? It's like, I'm not gonna lie. It's something you won't forget if it was meaningful enough, you know? If it was like something that was maybe 1 month, then maybe not. But if it was meaningful enough, it will stick with you. Especially your first, it will. But it does get easier, is what I would say. Fuck, man, you know, if you got something like that, I don't know how recent that is. But shit, you're 16. How the hell you? Fuck, at 16, bro. You know what I was doing? I was playing Fortnite, bro. I was playing Fortnite at 16, bro. You know. And I think I got my first girlfriend at what? 19. I'm 22. I was saying first girlfriend. It was the only girlfriend, to be honest. It was a year and 8 months, I think. But it gets easier, is what I mean. So you will. I don't know how recent it is. That's why I say it like that. But yeah, as I said, I gotta get my grabbers out. If you ever hear me like do that, like every time, it's just a habit I have from karate. Like, it's just how we breathe when we exert force. It's like, if you've ever heard people like when they hit, they just make that sound. Some people are like oofs or whatever the hell that we used to say kiai, which is a Japanese word for certain forceful attacks. But yeah, it's just a breathing technique if you get confused. Alright, here we go. Why does this feel fucking heavy? What the hell? Oh, it's probably because I trained hammies on that extra. Fuck. Look like Mr. Bean right now. 8, 9, 10, 11, I don't know if I'm counting this right, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, so we are getting stronger. 1, 22, Really, this is a nice optimal sleeping position. I probably could. Whew. Alright, let me get the... Oh God, did I really leave it that far away from my actual... Alright. Like, obviously I did feel really sad or bad at first because she really meant a lot to me. It was this year. This year, dude. Dude, that is fucking... So... No, I was gonna say something so stupid, bro. Not about you. I was gonna say... So while that was happening to you, I was sitting on the bus watching everyone have a happy time. I don't know what the fuck. Anyways. This year, dude. Yeah, you know what that is gonna be. You know what, this is probably why you're going to other people asking how you can just fix yourself, you know? Because the thing is, I don't know what happened with you and her or whatever, right? But you're probably in such a broken state, you're just trying to like push, you know? You're just trying to like get better in like every way you can, you know? And that's what heartbreak does to you, dude. And from how it sounds, because you're devastated, I don't think you were the one who did the breaking up. I think it probably got flung on you, maybe out of nowhere. But, dude, you really do have to push. And anime, dude, that's gonna help you, man. Again with the anime, but it will. Oh my gosh. What we got here? Haven't got no, dude. You said it was, you said it was this year and Valentine's Day, dude. You're talking half a month ago, bro. I think when's Valentine's Day? I don't even fucking know. 14th February, maybe. But, dude, I'm telling you, I don't think it's even possible. If it was meaningful, I don't think it's even possible in half a month to get over like that. I used to think that maybe like that was possible at one point, but after actually going through it, that is not possible. It is gonna take you, fuck man, dude, I promise you, don't get into another relationship, not for at least 6 months, dude. Don't do it, because the thing is, what happens with that when you rebound or you go into another thing straight away, you have that past trauma, and basically it'll seep into whatever relationship you're in and make it really bad, because you can't ever escape the pain, you can only delay it. So if you find someone to like get yourself fascinated with, whatever, you will just eventually, after that honeymoon period, after that few months of like, oh, someone new ends, that's when those thoughts come back. You can only delay it, you will not skip it. There is no skipping the heartbreak phase, you will only delay it. So it will come back, and it will come back probably worse, because guess what happens when it does come back? Now it has someone to compare to, whoever your current is, right? So now you're going to make comparisons, you're going to be toxic, you might even go, you know, like your ex's post, because you get that, you know, emotional about it. You might not be trying to do harm, but the thing is, what you're doing is, to an extent, you're micro-cheating, man, you know? Alright. Long distance, mine was as well, dude. I saw her in the whole year and 8 months. I saw her what? 3 times. But the thing is about long distance is you absorb so much quicker, because your brain's like in a hyper aware state, because it understands that you only have a limited amount of time with that person, so it absorbs everything at like fucking 10x speed when you are there. And it makes moments meaningful, you know? Every 3 months. All right. Well, I think mine was like fucking every 6 months, bro, to be honest. When we were not together, we used to call every day and every time. I'm sure I won't be with someone else, huh? What do you mean, like, not gonna be with someone else? Do you mean like you've permanently just given up? Like, because I don't think that's the move, man. I don't think that's the move. Or do you just mean like not for a while, is what you mean? Yeah, man, that's how it is. You know, the talking stage is like that. You will talk, you know, talk to them a lot. It's just how attachment works. Ba 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 ba. No, no. My phone's pretty dim, man. Bum bum bum. Like, not like that. I'm guessing you mean, like, you've not sentenced yourself to fucking being single for the rest of your life. I'm hoping. But, yeah, man, like, thing is, like, when you put someone on the spot to give you advice, they're not gonna give you the same advice that comes in the moment, you know? Talking to someone deep, that's where it sort of comes. They can splurge, like, whatever comes to the top of the head, but the real deep stuff, the real catered stuff is genuinely deeper talks and in person. Like, if I were to speak to you in person, I'd say probably a lot more different things than I would be saying here right now, you know? But as I said, everything I have said, you know, all valuable advice, I'd say. Just trying to focus on myself right now. Honestly, I hate that. I hate it. I know it sounds stupid, but I hate that. Because that is such generic advice, and it's such, like, it's nonsense that people tell you that when you're going through what you're going through, because you can't focus on anything but what happened. Because it's only been, what, half a month? Whoever tells you that is the most generic, you know, surface level people who tell you that, because it's like, yeah, focus on yourself to an extent, yes, you know, like, try and make yourself better, of course, you should always be doing that anyways, you know, but to just ignore it and be like, oh, you know, no, feel it, listen to some sad music, think about it, that's what's going to drive you in the end, because if you don't feel it now, you're going to feel it later, potentially, you're going to feel it when it's going to hurt someone else later, so I'd rather you hurt yourself now than hurt someone else later, you know, because it will come back if you ignore it. If you just try and look past it, you try to avoid it. Because that's the thing, is avoiding it, you know? A lot of avoidance do this. People who are avoidant, they sort of run away from their problems, but they don't realize it's gonna come back eventually, you know? And like I said, my ex, right? Eventually it did hit her in her new relationship, right? You know, like I noticed in January, because I logged onto one of my business accounts in January when I started some of the streaming stuff, and I found out, because it just came up with a notification, obviously, oh, this person liked your post in October. Now, October was months ago. Obviously, I didn't know, because I haven't logged on that business account in a while, right? But she liked it in the middle of a different relationship. And this is exactly what, you know, was sort of predicted. I didn't know it at the time, but this is why I'm telling you now, it comes back. And the fact she's doing that while in another relationship, that's fucked, you know? Like, I'm, you know, like, yeah, okay, cool, you know, I got whatever, you know, she regretted it in the end, cool. I don't even have resentment for her, you know? You know, I respect the person, I have no resentment, I have no hatred, I don't do that, I think I'm past that now, you know? There's a point where you may resent the person, then, so I think this is how it goes. You'll be sad, then you'll resent, and you'll be pretty rageful, you know, hate them a bit, and then you look past it. That's how the 3 steps go right now. Alright, it always gives time for me to feel sad when I know I need to. I don't like, you know what I used to do? You know that Jim Zad playlist that I was talking about earlier? So when I was talking about that Jim playlist earlier, yeah, basically, when I was talking about that earlier, that literally got made, it got created because of the heartbreak. That's where its origin came from. It was literally a playlist to get into my feels. I would do it, especially like on the bus, home, maybe in the gym, you know, like just walking places, things like that. But yeah, another thing is, dude, hang out with your friends, but not in the sense of like just fucking take your mind. Yeah, take your mind off it here and there, you know, of course. Don't spend your entire day thinking about it all of the time, you know. That does become pretty bad, because that's when you're gonna start making like pretty interesting decisions, like messaging them in the middle of the night or something, you know. But have your friends there to actually talk about it, and that's why, again, you need good friendship, you need good circles, you need, you know, like a brother in your life. thankfully I had them, or have them, you know, in my life. But that's why you need a good circle too. Yeah, good. Don't avoid it, man. That's a good trait to have. You're a feeler. You're someone who feels it. That's good, man. I'm gonna get into this next set, dude. I do need to do it. I'm trying not to disrupt the people in the gym. You know, I think people just came in, and I'm trying not to get them in shot and all that stuff. You know, because you know not everyone is okay with being in the shot and stuff like that. That's why you gotta ask sometimes. Whenever you don't know, just assume no, you know? I like how this fucking seat goes, man. I'm not gonna lie. Just slide down. Alright. Yeesh. Yeesh. Alright, let's drop. Gotta drop some, man. Morning. I say morning, but I haven't slept. I need to sleep. Okay, let's go. Back in. Alright. Alright, man. We are total today, man. We're done. The back is actually easing off now. It's like actually not that bad. Still has a little bit, but it's not nearly as bad. Sorry, man. Let me change the angle so I don't get other people in. I'll just do something like this for now. It's better. Anyways, to avoid my feelings. Cool. Alright. We are gonna be ending stream, dude. Because I'm totaled here. Yeah, man, exactly. I was about to say as well. It's getting to it's 4:50 in the morning right now. So, yeah, dude, I'm gonna be ending today. About now. But dude, it's been amazing chatting with you, dude. So, wake up early, dude. That's a death sentence. I don't know what time it is there for you, but it's pretty late here for me. So, yeah, anyways. I will hopefully see you soon, dude. Yeah, it was nice speaking to you, dude. I look forward to, you know, chatting with you again, man. And wish you all the best with that, man. I have a feeling we'll speak again, and hopefully I can help you through it a bit. I was helping a guy through it at work, he sort of had a breakup 1 month after me, so I sort of knew all of the feelings he was gonna get, and I was sort of not guessing, but I was like guessing them with accuracy, and yeah, that's how we bonded. Hope you enjoyed your stream another time. Yeah, dude, appreciate you coming by, and yeah, that's it. That's gonna be it today. I'm finished today. Tired, but yeah, dude, appreciate you being here, and I'll see you another time, dude. See you soon, man. Alright guys, we're gonna be ending stream. I'm not sure who's watching, but that's gonna be it today. I will see you guys again tomorrow with something else. It won't be gym. I have a rest day tomorrow, but we'll see you guys again, alright? So see you guys later, and all the best. Take care.